Our goal is to make you step into this vehicle and feel the nostalgia of the 1988. But when you press the gas pedal, there's where you feel the difference. Oh, hey, I'm Rachel Von Doveren with Vigilante 4x4, and today we're gonna do a joyride in a 1988 Grand Wagoneer, but there's a twist. There's a Hellcat Redeye buried under that hood. How fun. Ready to ride? Let's do this. Today's gonna be a super fun ride because this is a very special vehicle. You've got a 1988 Grand Wagoneer, you know, on the tail end of the Wagoneers, the later models. But you have very modern and a very powerful drivetrain encased in this vintage vehicle. You can hear the whine of that Hellcat. It's a lot of impressive power in such an iconic looking vehicle. It's a super fun combination. What's really amazing with what Vigilante does, and that's my husband and the shop and the whole team in the shop, and what they're really good at is straddling that line of keeping the authentic soul of the vehicle so that when you look at it, you feel like you're looking at that vehicle that was on the lot in 1988. And you feel like you're just looking through the catalog. But the secret is lifting all the little minor details to the quality that we expect today. For example, a big one in this particular model for us, the pile of the carpet. That's a big one. It's kind of the identifier of this vehicle. That plush carpet that, I mean, it's everywhere you look in this vehicle, right? And so if you don't get it right, it can be a sad condition when you step into the vehicle. What we found is the sheepskin carpet is very close to it. From front to back, that's what you'll find lining this vehicle. It's soft, it's luxurious, and the length of it is spot on. Other things you'll notice in this vehicle, the wiring is brand new. Thanks to 3D printing and 3D scanning, we can now revisit so many things and bring them up next here. The little knobs over here on the side, making sure that we get the right font. Everything like that has been brought up to the next level. The AC in this one, which I can tell you right now in Texas, it is hot, hot, hot. And in this car, it is cool, cool, cool. It is a must-have if you live here down in the South. The vents needed to look like they did with the vehicle, but fit with the new vintage air AC. And so we 3D printed an entire new vent system that goes underneath. It looks the same, but it fits with the modern technology. And we were also able to use that to 3D print vents that come from the front. They hide underneath the carpet and go to the back. So now you're circulating air in the back, which, thank you, because that was a whole nother situation in the back. Another big identifier of these vehicles that, you know, if you've driven one, you absolutely love it. It's the fishbowl concept. There is not a lot of blind spots in this vehicle. Windows and glass all around. For a while there, we tried to salvage the original glass. But again, all technologies have just come so far. And what we did with this vehicle and what we do in our other builds as well is We now have architecturally tinted glass, and it's beautiful. It is this smoky gray, or you can get it without, but you can also get it with a slight tint to it. It just looks sexy, the smoky color, and it's embedded in the glass. It's not a film on the glass. So just elevating this vehicle to the next level without taking away from the identity and what we love about these cars. And that's the thing, right? You can see so many Restomods and restored vehicles that when you step into the vehicle, you actually don't even recognize it anymore. And with Jeep, the aesthetic design is something that they really got right, and something that really stands out on these vehicles. So those identifiers, we absolutely wanted to hold on to and make sure that even though you have all these modifications in the technology under the hood and the wiring and the AC and the radio, that when you step into it, you still feel like you're stepping into that 1988 fun and amazing Grand Wagoneer. Some other components that we upgraded. We have supple Italian leather in all of our builds. And it's not a vinyl leather mix where, you know, back in the day they had leather in the front, but the back was vinyl. Everything is leather. The door cards, the dash pad, the steering wheel pad, and it's all beautiful to the touch, high quality, and made to last. And shout out to our interior gal, Liz, who just does amazing and incredible stuff, revitalizing the seats. And again, whether it's sitting in the vehicle or not, when you see a Grand Wagoneer or a Wagoneer seat, you know exactly where it came from. And she's amazing at keeping that aesthetic, but lifting the integrity of the feel of the seat. You know, she'll go as far as talking to a client, the driver. Do they want it a little more padded? Do you want it soft? Do you want it more firm? And the passenger, how do they feel about how they ride in their seat? So there are a lot of components that were elevated on the interior. For me, one of the biggest pluses with these vehicles, whether you get the SRT or you go full on with the Hellcat or the Hellcat Redeye, is that you can enter any driving situation on the open road, whether it's the freeway, the highway. It's dependable, it's safe, you're able to gas it up and keep up with the best of them. Which, if you've ever driven the original ones, it takes a while for the gas to kick in and get you up to speed. No doubt this one has that get up and go that you want to feel safe when you're driving on today's road, but stand out with that classic cool vehicle. One thing's for sure, our goal is to make you step into this vehicle and feel the nostalgia of the 1988 or whatever year you have us build, but in this one in particular, stepping back into 1988. But when you press the gas pedal, there's where you feel the difference. And it is a wild ride. I absolutely love it. Well, that concludes the joyride with me. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you like doing the joyrides with Rachel, please tap on that like or subscribe button. And if you want to learn more, you can always do the deep dive with Daniel, my husband, who goes more into the technology side of these glorious vehicles. Thanks for the ride. Join us for the next one.